Hello, dear friends. How are you doing? I hope that you are doing awesome. Well, where I live here, which is in the state of Michigan, it's pretty cold right now. So I hope that if you live in a cold place, that you are keeping warm. Because today the story I'm going to tell you has to do about fishes. Actually, not really fishes, but fishermen. Now, who here likes to go fish? Do you? I hope you do, although I have to say right now, only on ice over here. But this is a pretty cool story. That's why I have those fishes out here and a net. Because our story today is about Jesus and disciples. Did you know that many of Jesus' disciples were fishermen? Now you think, I wonder why Jesus would choose fishermen to be his disciples, his friends that walked with him. And so I thought, first of all, I'm going to have this story written for you. But this week, I had my friend Isla read the story, and she read from the Peace Table Story Bible. This story is written in the book, two books, the book of Matthew 4, verses 17 to 22, and the book of Mark 1, verses 16-20. And it's the story of Follow Me. The story when Jesus invites his first disciples. Let's listen.
Follow me. This book is Matthew 14, verses 17-22, or Mark 1, 16 and 20 verses. Wherever you want, Jesus said, God's kingdom is here. Change your heart and mind. One day, Jesus was walking by the Sea of
Galilee?
Gentle waves lapped against the shore, and a breeze blew. Birds flew overhead, calling out to each other. Jesus saw two brothers, Simon Peter and Andrew, in a fishing boat. They were throwing their nets into the sea. Jesus called them, saying, Follow me. I will show you how to fish for people. Immediately, they left their nets and followed Jesus. Jesus kept walking. He saw two more brothers, James and John. They were in a boat with their father fixing their nets. Follow me, Jesus said. I will show you how to fish for people. They said goodbye to their father, left their boat behind, and followed Jesus.
So there Jesus is walking at the beach when he sees the boat with Peter and Andrew. And he says, leave everything, follow me. And they do. More ahead, he sees other two brothers, which are James and John. And they were there fixing their nets with their dad. And Jesus says, follow me, let's go fish for people. And they leave everything behind and follow Jesus. Now Jesus says, follow me, let's go fish for people. What do you think that means? Do you mean they are throwing like pizza or candy so people can eat it, grab it, and then they fish? Well, that's not really what Jesus meant when he said, follow me, let's go fish for people. What do you think he meant? Well, I think that what Jesus meant when he said, "Follow me, let's go fish for people," that what he really meant to say, it's not like throwing anything for them so they can eat it or fish them like you fished fish, but yet bring people together in community, in love, and showing people that they belong. Because that's what Jesus did. And that's what we learn in all the stories we know about Jesus. That Jesus always brought people together to serve together. And so he had all those friends, his disciples, help him in that sense. Now I wonder, how do you think you help in your community? How are you a disciple of Jesus? What type of things could you do to bring people together? Can you think of anything? Well, I can think of a few things. How can you make people feel included? Well, let's say you are in school and it's lunchtime and you go and have lunch at the cafeteria and you see somebody sitting all by themselves. You might have your friends where you always sit together, but that person might not. So one way you could is to go and sit with that person, find out who they are, what they like, what their preferences are, or even what they're eating. You could, share in that sense. What are other ways? There are several ways we can, and that's what we do, not only at church, but in community. If you feel like somebody could need your help and you could help, even right now, let's say here, you could help offer to shovel the snow, or you can help a friend. On the story I read and told you about, the brothers were helping each other out by fixing their nets, by fishing together. So how about this week you find out something you could help, even at home or at your community, at your school or someplace else. But maybe you can start at home. What are things you could help your family with? Because that's what really means to include everybody. If you live in a household of a family, you are part of that family, just like we are part of God's family, of God's community. So we can share and include everyone, because that's what Jesus taught us, and that's how he included the disciples, so they could help him show care and share with us. So I thought we could try a little activity. All you need is one sheet of paper, can be any paper. I happen to find this blue one, like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So we can make little boats. See, this is even a recyclable paper I used to make my little boats. Do you want to try to do it with me? Okay, there we go. Here we have a paper. Now, the first thing you're going to do is to fold it in half, this way, vertically. So you have it vertically folded, and the corners have to touch. Let's see, does it look good? So to strengthen the crease, you can always run your finger down 3 or 4 times so you can really see the crease. Now you're gonna go the opposite way, like horizontally, and also touch your corners. It's like rotating at 90 degrees. And then you fold in half. And again, fold it like 3 or 4 times. I guess my paper isn't that even, but it's all good. See, now you have it all creased up. Now you're gonna turn the part that's open towards you, and you're gonna fold like a triangle this corner over here to the middle, and then the other corner to the other middle. So I folded it first. See, folded this half. And now I'm gonna fold the other half. See, this part that's open, it's towards you. And I run my finger again. See, it almost looks like a little house. Now see this part that's open? You're gonna fold this part to the edge of your fold here. It's gonna look like that. See? I fold it this way. And now I'm gonna turn and fold this one all the way to here. So now I'm gonna take the corners and fold them in. So I'm gonna put this one in here. See, I'm gonna fold them here. And this one, I'm gonna fold the other way. Same this side. I'm gonna fold the one in. And the other one to this side. So they're all tucked in. And now I'm going to see how it looks like a little hat. That's not what we want. So I'm gonna open it up here and fold those corners. So it looks like a triangle. See? And now I'm gonna turn this part folded to that end. See, this part I'm gonna fold to that end. And this one I fold to this end. My paper is thicker, so the little corners, so it's like a diamond. Now see how it's open here? I'm gonna turn it this way. See, it was like this, and I just fold it this way. And now I will see those bottom here, those two ends. I'm gonna pull them. Edge. And ta-da! Here I have my little boat. Isn't it so cool? So you can make any boat you wish with any paper you can find around. Maybe the not so thick paper, it's easier to work with, but you still can try placing it into the water and see where it flows. Isn't it super cool? So I hope you have fun building your own boat.